So we have company coming, so we did a little bit of straightening up before they get here. So we thought now would be a good time to give you a little tour of the boat. This is Pane Vino. She's a 39-foot Californian made by Navigator. And I'll give you a little look around. So here's the lower settee. I'm not in love with the couch, but on our trip, it has proven to have a ton of storage underneath here. So we may end up keeping it, although there was a little upholstery incident with the dog. So, you know, it is what it is. Galley, not the biggest galley, but it's serviceable. We've made some great meals, including Mike being able to bake bread in the galley. You know, hot plate or whatever this is.
glass cooktop. Right?
And a convection microwave, storage. And then,
of course, don't forget the sink with the incinerator, the garbage disposal.
Yeah,
which can come in handy. Keeps down on your food waste.
We have the helm station down. That's very nice for when there's weather. We have good visibility, and normally we're piloting from upstairs, but there's been plenty of times in the winter when it's a little bit rainy and we're downstairs with the heater on. It's really nice. Table, and maybe next year's project, this will eventually become a table that drops down and is able to provide another bed. But for now, just a table and where we do work and watch TV. Yeah, so this is...
You gotta get the TV.
Oh, lovely.
The TV, yeah.
But one of my favorite things about this boat is up here you have an amazing amount of visibility all the way around. The only blind spot is here at the refrigerator. Okay, so come downstairs and I'll show you the staterooms. This boat has 2 staterooms with attached heads, which makes it really comfortable if there's 2 couples on board. Everyone gets their own space. This is the master. It has a queen-size bed and a full walk around on the bed, which is comfortable. There is a little bit of a obstruction here at the head, but that is the feet that go around the top at the table. There's some good closet space and drawers here and under the bed, and yeah. And then here is the head. So moving on to the VIP stateroom. It also has a queen size bed. A little bit smaller room, but still comfortable. And there's a closet. And drawers underneath the bed. Although one of them has now been taken up with oh, I don't know, does it open?
It does, but it pops out.
The batteries
out.
for our bow and stern thruster. And here is the attached head. So it's nice that everyone gets their own private space.
And a full stall shower, which for a boat this size is really rare to have 2 staterooms, both with, you know, nice size cabins and with a full head with stall shower.
And that's it for the inside. Mike will show you the engine room and the upper helm station.
So let's go down to the engine room. We go down little steps right here in the lazarette. I think I showed this before in another episode, but we have our new water maker we just put in this year. It's a Seawater Pro, and it gets really 12 to 15 gallons per hour, rated for 17. I have seen it at 17 before. It depends on the salinity of the water. It's a high pressure pump. We have our stern thruster right there. One of our fuel tanks. The battery bank for the stern thruster. Our house battery banks, along with our stern tying line, which will have to get put away because I don't think we'll be stern tying. We might one more time. We have over on this side, we have our new, this last year, 6 kW Kohler generator, all electronic, tier 3, and runs very well. And we have the showcase, which is the engines that we put in 3 years ago in 2020. We pulled the Volvo Pentas out and we put in 2 Cummins QSB 5.9, 380 horsepower each, and we're really loving them. They just run great. They've got more power than we use, but it's the ability to get out of some place if we want to, or out of the way. If we need to rush somewhere, she'll get up and move. But she also runs at low RPM when we're doing our displacement cruising, so it's a nicer sound than we have with the Volvos, and just a nicer package overall. So that's it pretty much for the engine room. A few other little things here. We've got hot water tank over there, so real accessible. That's really important on some models. The Navigators I've seen where they put it over the other side of the engine. I don't know how you get it out, and that's something that about every 10 years is going to go on you. We've had the boat 25 years, and I've changed it twice, so we're on the third one. So about a 10-year cycle or so. And then we have our filtration system, engine controls, and that's it for the engine room. It's not a walk-around engine room, but it's got decent room. Always could like more in an engine room, that's for sure. Be able to walk around the engines, be able to stand up would be great, but limitations on a boat this size. But for a boat this size, with what we have in here, is pretty decent room, little setup. Sometimes I got to get in a little weird position, but there's really nothing that I can't get to, and that's important.
Well, we either forgot to film the Flybridge tour or we lost the footage. Either way, if you've been following the channel, you've seen it a lot. There is a full control station, a helm seat, L-shaped settee, and a bimini top. On the very aft is a dinghy deck with electric winch and davit. The visibility is great, as is the fresh air, weather permitting, of course.
We were supposed to bring it over and have it pulled out this morning, so we were waiting for that. They told us it was storming too much, tide was too low, probably won't even get pulled today, maybe in a couple days. So we went to breakfast to come back and pack away. When we got back, the slip was empty. We came in and they were putting her to bed. So we missed that footage. It was kind of a bummer. We haven't got to watch her get pulled out. I mean, I've seen her get pulled out before on a travel lift, but we haven't had them see them do it on the way they do it here, and just to watch it. It's kind of fun. But here she is, sitting in her winter spot. Bottom looks pretty good. They gave it a wash down. You can see our bow thruster there, and the bottom looks pretty good. I went through the props and everything. No dings, which is good. We didn't hit anything the whole time. That's important. They're all true, and the anti-fouling paint looks pretty good on them. Zincs are still pretty okay. They'll probably last another season. That's good, because they're not going to get any corrosion sitting here. And the zincs and everything on the stern thruster, they're looking fine also. So happy to see everything is good there. And she's all plugged in, and we're just putting her away. It's always sad to see her go. I think about her a lot during the wintertime, sitting here sometimes with snow on her, and it's all lonely, but hopefully we'll be back next year. Do the same thing, maybe go even further up. If you ever want to know how the thrusters work, especially in the bow, it's kind of neat. They have to cut a hole and put a tube through there, through the bow. And they also, what they call, I think you call it an eyebrow here. You can see it's kind of raised a bit, so when the water's going by, it kind of doesn't go suck back into that tunnel. And then there's the prop. The stern thruster, as you saw, is just in a tube by itself, powered with the motor on the inside out to the blades and tube to the outside. So there she is. Here's the stern thruster. You see it's in a tube on its own, which actually makes it a lot quieter. The bow thruster is kind of loud because it reverberates through the hull, but this one is actually quite quiet. And little double blade system. Works really well, plenty powerful, which is good. A lot of people undersize them. They work fine in calm weather, but if you have any wind, it doesn't have enough power. But these have been really good for us even in windy conditions. Okay, ready to leave the boat?
Yeah, that was a long.
It takes a lot to put her away for the winter, and we had a little snafu there at the end that the freshwater pump stopped. So I had to take the
literally the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, as we're putting the antifreeze through the pink stuff through the system, and so I took the part. It was just the pressure switch. For some reason, must have had some crud in there or something, and wasn't releasing, so cleared it out and now it works. So at least it was an easy fix. So on the long journey home now. Okay.
Let's just go to the hotel.
We're on the drive home.
We just left a sketchy hotel room.
It wasn't that bad. We've been in worse.
We've been in worse, but it was not the best hotel room. And I feel like it would have been quieter if we actually slept in the median. But unfortunately, we figured out our situation with the boat and booked the room late, and it was the only one left that would take a dog. So
yeah, that's the hard part.
Yeah,
Bailey's Grand Bar style.
We weren't going to make her sleep in the cars.
So now we're off to Roseburg, Oregon, about 7 hours of driving time. And the camera's moving. It's actually shaky. Let's see how it comes out. So yeah, that's our the halfway point. I can't drive straight. I have no way of doing that. So we've been breaking up in 2 days. So trying to make as best of it as possible.
Yeah.
Got to pay the piper sooner or later.
So this is happening. It looks like our transmission went out, and we are in Longview, Washington. We're not going to make Roseburg tonight, so we're canceling that, and we have no idea what to do. I guess I can't donate my car because the title is in the file cabinet at home. And I didn't really want to buy a new car under these circumstances. and the rent-a-car place won't let us rent a car and return it in another location. So we got to figure out what we're doing. But I guess we'll keep you posted. We're abandoning our car.
Goodbye, piece of junk.
All you needed to do was last one more day. One more damn day. Well, that was fun. Fun?
Can't say it wasn't an adventure. But I'm soaking wet.
Hey, look, that's where we had lunch.
Right there. We got this far.
Okay, we have reached Portland. And actually, was Robbie on this river? Or yeah, Robbie was just.
The Willamette.
Oh, he was on the neck of the Willamette. He was just on his first job on a tanker going down this river a few days ago. So, super cool. So that was a day. Yeah, so we made it to the hotel room and we're exhausted. But at least this hotel room is nicer than the one last night.
Yes. Yeah, we know this place is pretty decent. And we were really looking forward to Mexican food. It's only open until 9 o'clock. And the place we go to over here, what's it, Mariachi Loco?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, it's not a fancy place, but it's good, just basic Mexican food. And we pulled up, and like the rest of this trip, the entire time, when we want to go someplace, it's closed.
Yeah. Yelp said it was open, but we pulled up at 8:05,
8:10, something like
8:10,
that.
and they were locking down the place. So.
We're really so totally
So it
hungry,
looks like
but yeah, we want
it looks like possibly Denny's is our option.
Yeah.
Or I can go to the lobby and get peanut butter and use the bread we have, and we'll be having peanut butter sandwiches. So, but we do have rum.
And that's medicinal.
So that's good. All right. We're back in the car.
Back in the car.
Oh my god. Yeah, I got nothing.
7 hours across the Georgia Strait felt a lot nicer.
Oh yeah.
I do have to say that the rest stops along I-5 in Oregon are really beautiful, and they're worth getting out and just taking in the scenery for a little bit before you have to get back in the car.
Home, and it feels good to be home for a little bit. We'll see how long this lasts. I'm sure we'll be chomping at the bit to get back up real soon, but not that drive.
Okay, ready? Okay. Do you know where you're at? Okay.
Now it's the unload the car time.
Well, that concludes our 2023 cruising.
videos, and I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you saw that they got better as we went along. I think we got better with using the limitations.
Marginally better.
Marginally better. Limitations of our equipment and our own filming knowledge, I guess. And hopefully the editing got better also.
Yes, baby, you did a great job.
And God, what a great cruise it was.
Oh no.
What was your guys' favorite spot?
Chatterbox Falls
Yeah.
was the spot.
Yeah, Princess
Yeah,
Louisa,
it was
Chatterbox
amazing.
Falls. Yeah, it's
All of Desolation Sound was incredible and a totally different experience than the Gulf Islands or San Juan Islands.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, for sure, and be able to swim around the boat and go to the lakes. Yeah, that was really nice. It was really nice.
It was a treat. It was
Yeah.
definitely different and very cool.
Yeah, very cool. So,
Well, if you liked what you saw last season, please feel free to like and subscribe, and comment down below where you would like to see us go next season.
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.